Everyone treats summer like it owes you happiness. Long days, pool parties, your best life on a loop. So what does it mean when you feel worse? The summer blues are real. It's why summer is one of the busiest stretches of the year for people starting therapy. Therapy is not only for when you're in crisis. Grow Therapy is for all the moments when you decide you want more. More support, more clarity, more tools. Mental health isn't a destination you reach. It's something you build, and Grow makes that easier. Grow connects you with thousands of high-quality licensed therapists across the U.S., offering both virtual and in-person sessions, nights and weekends. You can search by what matters, like insurance, specialty, identity, or availability, and get started in as little as 2 days. There are no subscriptions, no long-term commitments. You just pay per session. Grow helps you find therapy on your time. The therapist you want takes your insurance on Grow. Grow accepts over 125 insurance plans. Sessions average $21 with insurance, and some pay as little as $0 depending on their plan. Visit growtherapy.com/booknow today to get started. That's growtherapy.com/booknow. growtherapy.com/booknow. Availability and coverage vary by state and insurance plan.
It's Friday, August 14th, 2026, and this is the Washington Times front page. Thanks for joining us. I'm George Gerbo. Before America was born, women were already fighting for her, from Abigail Adams to Agent 355. Experience America's untold heroes through immersive cinematic storytelling unlike anything you've heard before. Meet the Defiant Ones. Listen now on the Washington Times or wherever you get your podcasts. Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth says reports of poor living conditions and food shortages on the USS Abraham Lincoln are completely misrepresented, even as lawmakers demand answers about those serving aboard the aircraft carrier. Speaking to reporters in Panama, Mike Glenn reports Hegseth acknowledged some deployments last longer and are tougher than others, but that every ship has everything we can provide them at every single moment. Families of crew members have told reporters morale has plummeted on board as a result of a grueling and extended combat deployment to the Middle East. They've reported cases of severe exhaustion and mental health pressures among the 5,000 Marines and sailors aboard the ship, including multiple attempts to die by suicide by jumping overboard. The deployment was scheduled to end in May, but has been extended with no publicly announced return date. The Department of Transportation has proposed a new rule that would require contractors and engineers on locomotives to demonstrate they know enough English to be safe and bar Mexican crews from running routes beyond a 10-mile border zone. In both situations, Stephen Dinan reports the DOT says trains already seem to observe these practices. Writing them into regulation blocks any potential loopholes from emerging. The changes grew out of an alert when the Federal Railroad Administration said during routine checks last year that it found instances where crews on trains inbound from Mexico appeared to have difficulty in understanding and communicating with U.S. authorities. English isn't the official language of the United States, though most government business is conducted in it. For railroads, radio communication and essential documents are exclusively in English. At the Democratic National Committee's summer meeting in Austin, a policy panel has voted to advance a resolution to abolish U.S. immigration and customs enforcement. Our Kerry Pickett was there, where the resolution passed out of the panel in a 25-12 vote after members argued about a proposed amendment to replace the word abolish with the word restructure before the amendment was withdrawn. The skirmish underscores the increasing tension in the party between establishment Democrats and far-left candidates who have energized much of the base and become a dominant force in the midterm campaigns. A recent pair of surveys shows most Americans are using artificial intelligence to save time on work and routine tasks, but still mistrust it and expect it to have negative impacts. John Salai reports the Census Bureau found 55% of workers said they used AI at work for at least one of 11 tasks. The top three were searching for information or technical help, assistance in writing, and generating ideas. Roughly 86% of those using AI reported it saved them at least an hour's work on the job, while 13% said it didn't save time or added to it. Meanwhile, a separate survey from Penn's Annenberg Public Policy Center found 39% agreed with the statement that AI's impact on the U.S. will be negative, with only 18% believing it would be positive. Most reported using AI at least sometimes, but predicted negative impacts on jobs, children's online safety, and personal privacy. And finally, men are dropping out of the workforce at near historic levels. Sean Salai reports the latest Bureau of Labor Statistics breakdown found the share of eligible men participating in the workforce dropped to 66.8% last month, the lowest non-pandemic reading since 1948. Meanwhile, the share of eligible women in the workforce has climbed to 56.4%, boosted by growing fields such as healthcare. The number of men opting not to work jumped by 891,000 over the preceding 12 months alone, as the economy has shed jobs in manufacturing and finance. Find all of today's front page stories at WashingtonTimes.com/front page or on the Washington Times app, and find us wherever you get your podcasts. You can also find us on social media at Wash Times for breaking news, sports, commentary, and more. For the Washington Times, I'm George Gerbo.
This summer, turn your gifting game up during the Summer Plant and Garden Sale at 1-800-Flowers.com. Right now, you can score up to 30% off succulents, bonsais, fresh-cut blooms, and more. Whether you're celebrating a birthday, sending a thank you, or a just-because surprise, 1-800-Flowers lets you save big on a stunning selection of gifts. Save up to 30% off during the Summer Plant and Garden Sale at 1-800-Flowers.com/podcast. That's 1-800-Flowers.com/podcast. Gift something unforgettable today.